It's a long time coming making this video because I love this series. I love the comic book. I love the animated version of this show because, man, when I first saw it, it grabbed me, it hooked me. I loved it, and I will defend this show even now because for some reason it's getting a lot of hate, but not on my watch, okay? Because nothing will take away my enjoyment of this show because I feel unstoppable. I feel immaculate. I feel. So I want to ask the question, why has this show been getting so much hate recently? And does it affect the way you enjoy the show now? There's a few things to talk about. This is not going to be a long video, hopefully. I'm just going to look at my notes. I'm going to freeball it. Freeball it. Let's talk about the animation real quick. So that's probably the hot topic that's going on. I think what we've gotten so far has been pretty good. There's a lot of factors as to why some scenes have not been, as well animated as others. People are saying that they're saving the budget for the last few episodes, which I'm not too sure about that. And I don't think that the people making the show are at fault more than the people that are on the top, whether it be Amazon or the producer, Robert Kirkman. I think this is his name. I forget his name. The Walking Dead dude. There's a few things about that. And I haven't seen The Walking Dead, but I know that show went on for a long time and it probably jumped the shark, which is what I'm afraid of for this show. Because from what I heard, it's like a Rick and Morty situation where this show is going to go on every year until, like 10 seasons, I heard. And the reason why I don't like that is because when Rick and Morty announced that, I'm like, by the time we get to 10, 11, 12, will you care about the series that much? And that was probably before they fired fucking the original voice actor, homeboy. But that's my thing is will they stretch out this show for way too long? I hope not. I hope they can, bring it down. They can concise it a little more so they can get to the good stuff because there's a lot of stuff that goes on. I have read the comic book. I read it after season 2 because I couldn't help myself. This show was so good. And that was a good and a bad thing because as a manga reader, I know the feeling. I'm reading Sakamoto Days right now. The manga is so good, but the anime, it's good, but it could be a little better. There's always that thing in the back of my brain that's always going to tell me, oh, I wish it was like this, like this, like this. But you just got to really sit down and enjoy it. And I think if you're enjoying the show now and you're seeing all this hate, don't let it get to you because this show's good. There's a reason why I read it is because the adaptation is pretty damn good. And even people complaining about the animation, the season 1 wasn't all that crazy either. It looked pretty average for most episodes. So I don't know why all of a sudden people want to switch up. So the voice acting is top tier. Okay, let's not get it twisted. We got Steven Yeun doing the voice for Mark, and he is killing it. We got J.K. Simmons as Omni-Man. And then in this last recent episode, we had Aaron Paul as Powerplex. To me, Powerplex was a minor character in the comic, but bro, he killed that shit. That was probably my favorite episode of season 3. But man, it's the thing is, people want to, make fun of the show. It's oh, would you rather have good animation or top tier voice acting from celebrities? You can't have both, Mr. Cecil. I don't think the show's at fault for having all these big name celebrities. I think it's really Amazon and the producers, Robert Kirkman, people who are making these decisions to be we need this shit every year. And so you're giving these animators less time to do this show. And so it's it's going to come out a little wonky sometimes. And I'm not going to lie, you see it every now and then in the show. Tonight is the Invincible War. As I'm recording this, it's March 5th. So people are the PNG War. Come on, bro. Why is everybody talking smack already, man? The preview for it was pretty okay. It's pretty good, but I think, I get it. The comic book is very detailed. But even the comic book art was inconsistent because there was multiple people drawing it. In the beginning, I have the compendiums, right? In the beginning, it's drawn by a certain person, and then it gets really detailed, and then towards the end, it looks like a different show or a different series because the art style is so different. Because I don't know who does it by the end. He got a lot of hate about it too, and they're like, "What the hell, dude? Like, get the old people back, get the porn animators." But yeah, I hope they don't, they don't go too far with this show in terms of like milking it, because I know they're doing a live action, and it's like, bro, I want to see Mark in live action. I'm not gonna lie, I want to see this shit in live action, but I don't think it's gonna translate as well as this, because I think what grabs you in the beginning is the shock value of what Omni-Man does. At the end of the first episode. And so if you're a fan like me, or if you're a fan like any of y'all, the people who are gonna go see this movie, they already know what's gonna happen. We're seeing it like 2 times now. Seeing it in the comic book, we're seeing it here, and then we're seeing it in the movie again. So it's like, I would love to see it. I'm not gonna lie, if they make it, I will go see it. But it's like we know it's gonna happen. We've seen it twice. So I'm just hoping they don't drag it out too much, because this is sincerely, it is one of my favorite shows of all time. It's one of my favorite shows that happened to come out of nowhere. It reminds me of Naruto when I watched it on a whim back when I was a kid, back in 2005. They had an hour long premiere and I just happened to catch it, and then I fell in love. And that's how I feel about the show, because I remember I was just sitting at home. I saw a preview of this show and I was like, I don't know if I wanted to watch it. It looks kind of weird, kind of average, But then it hooks you, and then you're like, okay, I'm in this shit. I'm here. I'm making a video. So I just wanted to make this quick little video about Invincible. Please keep enjoying the show, supporting the show. It sucks that it's going through production hell sometimes, but yeah, I enjoy it. Don't let anyone else kill your enjoyment. I know people online, once the internet makes a decision on something and then you go against that grain, it's like you're the odd one out, and it's like, why the fuck do you like this show? This show's stupid. Everyone's talking shit about the show right now. I'm not gonna lie, everyone's talking shit until we get these last 2 episodes, which everyone's gonna love no matter what. People are gonna love these last 2 episodes because we know what's gonna happen of season 3. So and I think everything's been pretty good so far. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you love Invincible, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.